Afternoon, Pep.
Afternoon.
Can we start with the news that broke just yesterday, the signing of Jeremy Bella? How pleased are you to have him on board, and what will he bring to the group?
Yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased because it's one of the targets that we identified a long time ago, and the club has been working very hard since then. It was not possible to do it in the summer, and I'm very happy the club has had this resilience to understand and to know that he's a player that can help us, and slowly we're building the team. As well as we are growing in the pitch and we're growing in our football, we're growing as well in what we want from the squad, and Jeremy is a show of that, and just wish him the best of luck possible.
We spoke to him yesterday. He told us that his pace is his biggest asset. Is that somewhere that you feel we're short of in the group?
A couple of things. First of all, pace is always good because football is turning to a game of speed, and not only physical but as well tactically. So teams who can do things faster than the opposition have an edge. And the second, obviously, is the physical element of speed that is massive in counter-attacks, in quick attacks, and in pressings. That is some things that are very important as well for us. I think Jeremy as well has a record of being with very good numbers when it comes to goal scoring chances, with being very calm in the box, using those chances, or when you create those chances to finish them. It's very cool in that sense, and those numbers, it shows not only when he's played down middle, especially when he's played wide as well, and it's not easy to find wingers with a very good and solid track record.
Like you say, he can play off the wing or off a striker as well as a second striker. Does that give us more options tactically?
Yes, because it allows us to play with two forwards, or allow us to play with three forwards. That's something that we've been considering that is very important as well for us going forward.
And given the fact that the January transfer window is still 8 weeks away, we have 10 games between now and then. How big a boost it is that, subject to international clearance, Jeremy can be straight involved with the group?
It's very important. First of all, because we know we are right on him, because everyone agreed. We had a very good diligence during the summer to bring him. As well, we had him training with us for a couple of weeks to assess his fitness level, despite the fact he was not playing. So we've done that. Fitness levels look very good and look sharp. Obviously, we'll get sharper the more he knows how we play and the team. But he already had that contact with them a few weeks ago, and I think it's ready to start helping the team as soon as we decide, and obviously clearance come.
Can I get your final reflections on the Cardiff game? It was a game full of momentum swings and incident. Now the dust has settled, what did you take from it at the weekend?
I take it that we managed to be ourselves. I understand that most of the time in the game, in football, the result affects the judgment that we do on the performance of a team. It should not always be like that. Shouldn't be like that, because in the end of the day, it's not like that on any other parts of our lives. But the game is like that. For example, if we play very good in Cardiff and we lose, we might be thinking that, away from home we should be more conservative, but if you play conservative and you lose, away from home we should play more offensive. That's because the result conditions our opinions. As a coach, my opinion is not conditioned by result. I expect the result to follow in the long run, always performance. And that's how it is. That mentality that the team has, I think it led us to build our football, led us to have confidence to play the same football home and the same football away. A football that allowed us to go to Cardiff and have 25 shots on goal, and allowed us to rule most of the game, and everyone would agree that if we scored the second goal, it would have been game over. A lot of things happened during the game that is out of our control that changed the result. But it's not like we had a bad day. It was not us having a bad day at the office, and it was not Cardiff having a bad day at the office. I think Cardiff played the football that we allowed them to play. In the first half, we didn't allow them to play at all, and we had more than enough chances to decide the game in the first 45 minutes, and that's a Birmingham that I want to see. And I want to see that Birmingham winning those games, and scoring those chances and killing the game. And that's something that we work very hard to accomplish. There are little mistakes that we correct slowly. And as a human group, when everyone realizes and improves, then things settle and we go forward. This is the plan that we've been following from the beginning, and we don't get away of that plan. We want to see that Birmingham home and that Birmingham away. I've always been very clear. I don't speculate with results. I don't speculate with how the team plays. I want to see our team doing what we have to do, home and away. Get the fans with us, get the fans supporting us, enjoying it, and correcting. And I know when we have the chance to kill a game, we need to work to take those chances and secure those points. And then there's no room for speculation. There's no room to think that we have to be conservative, because we don't want to be conservative.
I think many supporters were left scratching their heads at some of the decisions that were made on the day. Do you think referees need more help in the Championship, and would you like to hear referees come out and explain their decisions after games?
It's a tough question, that one, isn't it? I think the referees, they should take responsibility for their decisions. And if someone makes a mistake in the Premier League and is sent down to the Championship, and everyone can make mistakes, really, but then has a performance that has a maximum effect on the result, then what do? We send him to League One. I mean, I'm not responsible for that, but I think, I hope that he gets all the support that he can have, he gets forward, and that doesn't happen again. And obviously I don't want it to happen again to us, because, well, this game that we had on Saturday, I think, unfortunately, the result is affected by decision. And that cannot happen in the game, especially when those decisions are wrong. But decisions can happen. Unfortunately, that happened. And we had as well a situation at home with a water break on one of the game against Preston. That cannot happen in the game. So, but in the end of the day, my job is to take the best out of the players and have a very stoic attitude on whatever happens. We keep right on, and that's what we do.
As the saying goes. Harley Dean's red card upheld despite the appeal, but a big opportunity now for someone else to come in for these 3 games.
Yes, and that's the only thing that I'm thinking about. Whoever comes in, he will be prepared, he will be mature, he knows what we're playing for, and he will have the same performances as Harley or better. And that's the motivation as well of having a good squad, that they're all fighting to get the chance, and when they get the chance, they use it.
And as a defensive unit, we've really restricted the opposition to minimal efforts on goal as well of late. Have you had to change anything? Have we tweaked anything? And what's the reason behind how we protected Lee Count?
Forcing, what we work very hard on is try to avoid the opposition to have a comfortable build-up, try to establish a higher press and a pressing as soon as we lose the ball with a lot of intensity to try to disrupt their supply into coming to our chances. But we know, for example, Saturday against Fulham, we play against a team that's very comfortable in possession, and they will put it very difficult for our pressing. And we not only need to do the pressing very well, but as well we need to understand that when we lose the ball, then we need to get reorganized and defend the goal and make it very difficult for them. In the end of the day, Fulham is the team in this league who had the most shots on target, so that poses a big difficulty for us. But we're very confident in what we do. And they had 73 shots on target this season. It's a lot if you compare with Huddersfield, who's the one who had less. They had like around 45, so it's almost double, and that makes it that it's got to be difficult to defend. We're not far off. We are on more than 60, but obviously we know that we have to keep progressing. But the defensive side is going to be important, and we've got to trust our pressing. We've got to trust our youth and our intensity and the help of the fans to back us all the way to put things very, very difficult.
You mentioned some of those statistics there. Are you expecting quite an open encounter then, given the way we approach games, both at St Andrews and on the road?
Yeah, I'm expecting this game to be a fight for the possession of that ball, because Fulham needs that possession of that ball to establish their game. And when we don't have the ball, obviously, we cannot attack, so we want to attack as much as possible. We're not as focused as them on keeping that possession of the ball. We must more focused on using that possession to create problems and to attack. And when we lose it, to win it back as soon as possible, to keep attacking. But obviously we know that the more possession that we have, the less time that Fulham has to attack. So probably the game will be around the possession.
I know you look at games in blocks. This is the last one before another international break. 2 wins and 2 defeats in the last 4. Are you pleased with how we're ticking along and picking up points as we develop?
Yeah, I feel we all feel very comfortable in the club. Very confident because last year's game with the best team at home, and we played St Andrews now before international break. But we know every game is very, very difficult, and we focus a lot on the game by game basis. And now I think our recent form is one of the best that we had, but that means nothing if we cannot, or as soon as the game starts, that means nothing, and we just want to make sure that we put our football in the pitch first, second, that we have the backing of our fans, and third, that we go and fight for those 3 points, and for us it's critical Saturday.
Finally from me, congratulations on your nomination for Manager of the Month. I know you're not one for personal accolades, but at the very least, is it a sign that you're getting some consistency and your the team's being recognised for their performances?
Yes, absolutely. I think the most important thing is to realise that all the work that this club is putting around a group of players, and that includes the fans as well, with their backing, this work is being recognised somehow. You know, in the end of the day, we're not here to win awards. We're here to win football games. So that's what makes me more interested about trying to win games and trying to win awards. Whoever wins that award, I congratulate him. But for me, the most important thing is to win football games. So but I like to use that opportunity to highlight that it's very nice in the position that we are, having done all the work that we've done under the circumstances that they were, right? We get that recognition is a proof of all the work that the players, the club, the staff, not only in the first team but everyone in the club is putting to help Birmingham to get through everything and to get better.
Best of luck for Saturday.
Thank you.